9 weird traits that make men attractive, science-backed and surprising. The world made you believe you had to be flashy to win. You're out there working hard. New clothes, new haircut, new cologne. Meanwhile, the guy who barely lifts a finger somehow has everyone's attention. What if attraction wasn't about effort, but about invisible signals you're already giving off? Today, I'm about to show you guys the strange, surprising traits that science says make women, and honestly, the world, see you differently. Some will shock you, some you're already doing by accident, and one, you'll never want to hide it again. Welcome to IMA, the place where high-value men come to get inspired, to level up their style, own their love life, and take charge of their relationships. Number 1. Slight asymmetry in facial features. Most men think they need to look perfectly symmetrical to be considered attractive. Straight nose, balanced cheekbones, eyes so even they could pass a level test. And what do? Spend hours editing selfies or stressing about every tiny imperfection. What to embrace instead? Slight asymmetry. That one eyebrow that arches a little higher when you're curious? The faint difference in your smile when you're genuinely laughing? These are not flaws. They're what make you unforgettable. Studies show that perfect symmetry is actually less interesting to the human eye. Slight asymmetry hints at authenticity, health, and emotional depth. And those are the qualities people unconsciously crave. Think about the faces that stick with you. They're not mannequins. They're real. They have that little edge that makes you want to look twice. And guys, it's not just about attracting women, though it definitely works. It's about standing out everywhere you go. At work, in your social circle, even among people who don't know why they find you so compelling. Instead of hiding those little differences, wear them like armor. They're doing more heavy lifting for you than any filter ever could. Number 2. Laugh lines and subtle crow's feet. A lot of men spend so much time trying to erase every little line from their face. New creams, weird gadgets, filters turned up to maximum blur. They think that looking frozen and flawless makes them look younger, sharper, more desirable. What to embrace instead? Laugh lines and subtle crow's feet. Those fine lines around your eyes and mouth, they're proof you've lived. You've felt. You've laughed. And science shows people instinctively trust faces that show emotional history. It tells the world you're approachable, empathetic, someone who doesn't take life or himself too seriously. You guys, nobody remembers the perfect mannequin face. They remember the one that made them feel something. And those little laugh lines, they're like emotional fingerprints. They hint at warmth, at resilience, at a life that's been fully lived. And here's the kicker. It's not just women who pick up on this. Friends, colleagues, even strangers are subconsciously drawn to people who seem safe, strong, and real. So the next time you catch a glimpse of those fine lines in the mirror, don't panic. That's your story showing. And trust me, it's one worth telling. Number 3. A naturally deep voice with cracks. Most guys think they need to sound like a movie trailer narrator to be attractive. Smooth, flawless, deep enough to shake the room. So what happens? They force it. They lower their voice on purpose, trying to sound like James Earl Jones, and end up sounding like they're about to choke. What to embrace instead? A naturally deep voice, cracks and all. You guys, it's not about sounding perfect. It's about sounding real. Studies show that a naturally low voice, even one with rough edges or slight cracks, triggers an instinctive sense of trust, confidence, and even authority in listeners. It's primal. It taps into thousands of years of evolution. And here's the beauty of it. Those little imperfections, they make you sound even more human and grounded. They give your words weight without you having to force a thing. You don't need to be performing. You just need to be. Number 4. Subconscious mirroring in conversation. Most guys overthink conversations. They rehearse lines in their heads, worry about saying the perfect thing, or worse, try to dominate the conversation like it's some weird social competition. And the result? It feels awkward, forced, and people pull away without even knowing why. What to do instead? Master subconscious mirroring. When you naturally and subtly mirror someone's gestures, tone, or posture, you trigger something powerful. A sense of deep connection. No cheesy tactics, no creepy copying. Just a slight lean when she leans, a softer voice when she softens hers, or a quick smile when she smiles. Research shows that mirroring activates the brain's belonging system, making people feel understood without a single word. It's primal, it's automatic, and it works way beyond dating. It builds faster trust with colleagues, clients, even strangers at a networking event. The key? Keep it effortless. You're not a mime at a kid's birthday party. You're just tuning in instead of trying to impress. And the crazy part is, once you get good at this, you'll notice people start leaning towards you, laughing more easily, opening up faster, without even realizing why. Number 5, visible forearm veins while relaxed. Most guys hit the gym thinking they need massive arms, bulging biceps, or a chest so big it struggles against their t-shirt seams. They think that's what really makes people notice. But here's what they miss. It's not always about size. It's about subtle signals the body naturally gives off. What to highlight instead? Visible forearm veins while relaxed. When your veins show slightly, not because you're flexing, not because you're trying, but just naturally while you're relaxed, it sends a powerful subconscious signal. Studies show that vascularity is often read as a sign of fitness, vitality, and low body fat, all traits historically associated with survival and strength. And you guys, this isn't just about impressing women, although yes, it does catch their attention. It's about commanding silent respect among other men, among colleagues, even among people who size you up without even realizing they're doing it. Forearm veins are like subtle armor. They whisper, "I'm strong," without ever raising your voice. And that silent communication? It's often more powerful than 1,000 words. You don't need to overtrain or bulk up like crazy. Focus on functional strength, stay lean, and let nature do the rest. Because sometimes the quiet details are the ones people can't stop noticing. Number 6, taking long pauses before speaking. Most guys think that to sound smart or to keep people's attention, they need to talk fast. Fill every gap. Keep the energy high. So they rush their words, talk over themselves, and never let a second of silence happen. And guess what? It makes them seem nervous, uncertain, even desperate for approval. What to master instead? Taking long pauses before speaking. You guys, silence isn't your enemy. It's your secret weapon. A well-placed pause makes everything you say sound more important. It forces people to lean in. It shows you're thinking, not reacting. Studies even show that speakers who use pauses wisely are perceived as more intelligent, more confident, and more authoritative. Think about the men who command a room. They're not rushing. They're not scrambling to fill every moment. They speak, they pause, and the room waits for what comes next. When you pause before answering a question, or even before telling a story, you're signaling that you value your own words enough to slow down. And that tells everyone else they should value them too. This isn't just about conversations with women. It's about leadership, influence, and making sure your presence is felt without you having to shout for it. Number 7, unpredictable hand gestures when explaining. A lot of guys either freeze their hands stiff by their sides when they talk, or worse, they over-rehearse gestures like they're giving a TED Talk. It looks mechanical, unnatural, and honestly, a little uncomfortable to watch. And people feel that discomfort without even knowing why. What to embrace instead? Unpredictable hand gestures when explaining. When your hands move naturally, without a rigid script, you instantly become more dynamic, more believable. Studies show that hand movements that seem spontaneous, even slightly chaotic, trigger greater emotional engagement from listeners. It's like your words aren't just being heard, they're being felt. And here's the twist, it's not about looking polished, it's about looking alive. Natural gestures hint at passion, intelligence, and energy, all the things that make people want to keep paying attention. You don't need to choreograph anything. Just loosen up. Let your hands punctuate your words the way your emotions do. A sudden lift of your hand when you're excited, a lean in when you're making a point, it makes everything you say hit harder, without you even trying. Number 8, slight scent of clean sweat. Most men think they need to drown themselves in heavy colognes to smell attractive. 2, 3, sometimes 6 sprays later, they walk around smelling like they fell into a department store perfume section. It's overpowering, unnatural, and honestly, it pushes people away more than it pulls them in. What to embrace instead? A slight scent of clean sweat. Yeah, you heard that right. A faint, fresh trace of natural masculine scent mixed with cleanliness is one of the most primal attraction triggers there is. Studies show that women are wired to pick up on certain natural pheromones, subtle signals tied to immune strength and genetic fitness. But here's the key. It has to be clean, not funk, not gym bag smell, clean sweat. Think fresh from a quick run or a day of purposeful movement. Instead of masking everything with overpowering fragrances, Focus on grooming basics, good hygiene, breathable fabrics, a lifestyle that keeps you feeling fresh and alive. Let your natural edge come through, just enough to make people notice without knowing exactly why. Because sometimes the smallest things you can't even see, are what make the deepest impact. Number 9, eye wrinkles from genuine smiling. A lot of guys get this wrong. They think the goal is to have a perfect model-like smile. Straight teeth, symmetrical lips, no wrinkles, no creases, just a polished, picture-perfect grin. But here's the thing, perfect smiles don't move people. They make you look staged, like a sales ad instead of a human being. What to embrace instead? Eye wrinkles from genuine smiling. When you smile and your eyes crinkle, that slight bunching at the corners, that's called a Duchenne smile. And science shows it's the only smile that truly signals real warmth, real happiness, and real connection. It's hardwired into us to trust that kind of smile over any other expression. When you smile with your whole face, not just your mouth, you don't just seem happy, you make people feel happy too. It's contagious, it's comforting, and it builds instant bridges with everyone around you. Whether it's a woman you're talking to, a stranger you just met, or someone you're negotiating with. And guys, this matters more than you think. In a world where fake is everywhere, fake news, fake personalities, fake everything, a genuine smile cuts through the noise like a magnet. It tells the world you're secure, approachable, and confident enough to be real. If you guys are still here, you're seriously part of our real community. Drop the words "unlocking my power" down in the comments to let us know you made it this far. And stick around, because the bonus point coming up, it's something even most high-value men don't realize. Bonus point: mastering controlled stillness in high-energy moments. Most guys panic when things get intense. They fidget, pace, tap their feet, adjust their clothes, anything to burn off that nervous energy. But guess what? All it does is make them look unsettled and unsure. What to master instead? Controlled stillness. When you stay calm, completely still, during high-energy moments, you instantly stand out. Neuroscience shows that stillness under pressure triggers perceptions of leadership, strength, and self-mastery. It's primal. It tells people you're the anchor when things get chaotic. You guys, stillness is louder than noise. Whether you're in a meeting, a heated debate, or even on a tense date, controlled calm makes you unforgettable. And if you can master this, you're not just attractive, you're magnetic. Thank you guys for sticking with us today. If you found even one of these hidden traits eye-opening, make sure to like this video to support our growth and help it reach more people. Subscribe if you want daily insights that make you smarter, sharper, and better every single day. And don't forget to share this with someone you know will appreciate it. We've also recommended the perfect next video for you right here on your screen. Go check it out, and we'll see you back tomorrow.